So what we have here are two brand new and new to the market 1/8 scale RC truck tires. These are both really beefy tires made for a lot of off-road grip. On the left, you've got the JConcepts-Magmas. You can see they've got really aggressive tread pattern. On the right, you have the Method RC-Geoform tires. Okay, also aggressive, not quite as aggressive as these, but these ones are belted. Guys, look at this. These are sweet looking. I actually love how thick the sidewalls are. I didn't think I would, but they look pretty awesome on this truck. Nice wide tires. Wow. Yeah, those look sweet. Almost kind of reminds me of like a Baja race truck with those tires. That's how they look. We'll test how these look, kind of comparison with the other ones, and see which looks better. All right, so now we got the JConcepts on. Whew, these things are huge. I legitimately thought they sent me the wrong tires when I got these in the mail originally. I thought they were 5th scale tires. They're that big, and that's kind of what they look like. They're super tall. Look at that. It looks like a 5th scale truck. They're massive. They look cool. I like the aggressive look about them. Gosh, they're both cool looking in different ways. My opinion, the Geoforms look a little, I don't know, like cleaner looking. The top JConcepts are so aggressive. If you like that kind of a look, or if you want to do some mud bashing or loose dirt, you really need that traction. That's the look, and that's what these are going to do. They're going to bite. So starting with the JConcepts-Magmas, some other noticeable differences are that the bead lock around the outside is real. These are legitimate bead lock screws here that can be removed and just help keep the tire in place. It also has bead lock here in the hex. So you can see here that this hex is removable in case you strip it out, and you can just replace that. That's a nice perk. So onto the Geoform tires by Method RC. You can see here that these also have a bead lock, but these are not real. Just a fake kind of imitation faux bead lock here. However, inside here it also has the removable hex, 17mm hex that the JConcepts have. So that's a nice perk if you strip that out. Both tires come with the 17mm hex. Now, they both claim that these can be switched out with a different hex. And so you can swap it out and fit it on different trucks. In terms of firmness, these are quite cushy. They're firm though, but they have definitely some bend to them, whereas these with the belted tires, very stiff, hard. I'm pushing very hard, can hardly bend it. So in a little bit, I'm going to test out, try to mount I'll probably use a different body, use this old body and mount the camera on here, and see if we can get some shots of how much the tires balloon, just to get a test of the two. You compare the two, you can see that the Method RC tires are quite a bit wider. Okay. However, JConcepts are taller. And I like to have a control group with some of these tests. And so what better than the D-Boots backflips, which have been the biggest tire that I've been using, the biggest and heaviest, and the most aggressive tread pattern up until these bad boys. And comparing the size, it's the shortest and it's possibly the most narrow. Yep. So these backflips are dwarfed by these massive newcomers. All right, so we'll start off with our control group tire here, the D-Boots backflips, to see how much these weigh. 12.6 ounces. Now for the Geoform Method RC-Geoforms. 1 pound, 1.7 ounces. And lastly for the JConcepts-Magmas. So these are the heaviest of the bunch, 1 pound, 3.4 ounces. Both significantly heavier than these backflips, which previously I thought these were heavy tires. So that is one downside to these. They're heavy, they're big, and for an 8-scale truck, you're talking that leads to heat, hot motors. So I definitely recommend a fan and maybe changing the gearing if you're going to be running these kind of tires. All right, so I'm going to try running this on the road just to see how much these tires balloon, and we'll see how they look. Starting with the JConcepts-Magmas. That's a different top, but I'm running these on a Creighton 6S version 2 EXB with stock set up and a 16-tooth pinion, and so we'll see how it goes. Those balloon a lot. They sound crazy. Whoa. So now I got the Method RC-Geoforms on. We'll see how these compare. Oh yeah, they don't balloon at all. They screech like a real car. Wow. Oops. Oh no. See how they do with a flip. Yes, good air control. Whoa! Oh! Yikes. last but not least, got the JConcepts. Let's see how they do in the dirt. They definitely grip better, and they kind of throw them around easier. Yeah, these are, see how it doesn't spin out? Easier to control in the air too. Wow, these are actually a lot better, gotta say. And they're more forgiving too. They bounce easier. I pulled it off at the last second. So although these tires balloon more than the other ones, when you're in the dirt, it actually seems like it helps in some ways. It makes it a little more cushy. You can kind of throw the weight around a little bit, and it's more bouncy. One downside though to these is the car got hot. I didn't even run it that long, and this motor's pretty hot, so that's the downside. They're heavy and hard on the truck.